Well, good morning, everybody. I've just had breakfast at D Central, but it wasn't a medicine breakfast. It was a poison breakfast. Why would I say that about D Central when the food is absolutely amazing? The food is natural, is healthy. Why was it poison? There was nowhere else to sit other than one place today, and I sat down, and as luck had it, there was two Spanish people, and all of a sudden my food came and they started fighting, shouting at each other. I turned and smiled, and the lady quietened down a little bit, and then they continued fighting. This turned out to be a full-blown nasty poison in my food. I sat down and couldn't cope anymore. There was nowhere else to sit, so I had no choice because my food was already on the table. So I took my headphones out and made sure she saw me take the headphones out. She didn't care. She was in full-blown anger, rage. And the man was trying to defend himself, and then he got into a rage, and it was a full-blown poison attack. Now, the attack wasn't on me, of course, but if you understand energy, we are very powerful. So we can give out energy of love, and we can give out energy of hate, and that energy is equally as powerful. So two people next to me are giving out energy of hate. They are frustrated, they are angry, they're filled with rage. That is an energy, and that can affect you. And right now I've got a headache in the center of my head. I was eating the food and I realized that I wasn't eating food, I was eating poison. I literally eating poison. Every mouthful tasted like poison. Every word that I heard was poison. Every thought that I had was like poison. And you come to a self-realization in life that no matter how powerful your energy is, no matter how much you protect yourself, no matter how many crystals you wear, poison is poison. And I went into meditation. I closed my eyes, and then I stopped myself and I said, no, continue. There's something in this. There's sat with you for a reason. So I allowed their poison to continue as a deep reflection of my life, myself, and everything else. A mirror image. And what I started to do then is I started to become the healer. And the healer started to feel. And I started with the man. So I focused on his energy and went inside his energy, inside his spirit and his physical. If this man was sat with me in a session and I was to scan his body and attune, I would say he's going to have terrible issues in his heart, probably a heart and a stroke within the next 5 years. Kidneys were really bad. Stomach not too bad. Eyes kind of okay, but probably going to deteriorate very rapidly in the next 5 years. He was only young. Mentally, he's probably going to have a breakdown round about 6 months. It could be sooner. So I went on to her. She had blocked all down below, ovaries, stomach, intestines were shot, absolutely shot. It felt raw, it felt really, really bad. I felt that she's trying for a baby as well, which she has no chance, not a chance. Not in this state, not a chance. Her issue probably will be depression in the next 2 years. Depression, what that means is not a word, but her thoughts will be depressive thoughts all the time. There'll be no happiness or joy in the mind, so she's going to probably end up not being able to sleep. Her sleep pattern will be terrible, and her life choices are going to just be the worst. Partnership, business, everything will be just one frustration. Now, if I was to see these two people separately, I would give them advice, I would heal those parts of the body, and I would bring back peace into their mind. You see, these people are not bad people, okay? It's just whatever they're going through, whatever their choices are, whatever they decide to do, is a reflection of everything they're going through. So their choice of, let's say, what they choose to do in work, what their relationships are with other people, what they embrace through the day, what they eat. Now, they're not eating healthy, they're eating all sugared foods. And I saw them putting sugar in their coffee, so they're already hyped up. They're eating the wrong foods. The guy, stomach not too bad. I didn't feel anything bad there, so he's got a strong stomach. The woman has massive issues. So what I'm saying is that with energy that we produce, it is normally produced by our actions and what we do and what we don't. What we choose to focus on, what we choose to create, what we choose to work on, can be a reflection on how we are. So food choices matter. The people who we connect with matter, i.e. partnership. That partnership is the worst ship that ever sold. These two just are in complete it's a full-time battle between them. One is trying to prove to the other. The girl has a massive issue with trying to prove to everybody that she's right because of her family. Probably a mum never told her she was good enough, so she has this issue of always trying to prove to everybody that she is what a mother didn't believe in her. The guy, to be honest, I don't think he had much of an exciting life in the sense of parents, so they were just normal, they just did what they did. So his energy is like everything is what it is, and this is a struggle between them both because she's battling with her personal issues and he's trying to defend himself. That energy, the battling energy, is going to cause illness and sickness, and very possibly if it continues it may lead to cancer. With him, if he continues in this relationship and this doesn't heal, then he's going to end up with probably, because he was defending himself, but it was still a negative energy in the heart and in the mind. So it's either a heart attack or a stroke that he will have and end up probably dying. So you see, relationships are toxic if you don't heal your past, if you don't fix yourself. Because she's screaming at him thinking that he's doing everything wrong, whereas I look at her and say, no, you're screaming because you have the problem. He's arguing and defending back because he's got a problem too. So they both have their issues. So when you create that kind of energy, it becomes toxic, and that toxicity is poison to the body, to the heart, to the soul. So even if you're in a happy mood and you're sat next to toxic people, you will be poisoned by them. So it's vital that we understand now more than ever that there are so many people that are toxic and are not willing to look at themselves. A lot of people are now medically induced with things inside their body that is causing great disruption. So their state of well-being, their state of health, mind and spirit is no longer balanced. So the way they are and the way they act is going to be, let's say, not something that we would normally see. So there's always been suffering, there's always been craziness in this world, always, but we're seeing more and more people are doing things that they would not normally do. It's so evident why this is happening to me, because it's only started happening in the past 2 years that I've seen an influx of sheer craziness beyond any scale that I could have imagined. So now more than ever, when you're in vicinity of people who are spewing out poison, toxic energy, it's important that you respect, honor yourself and your energy. Now, there are certain situations where it's very hard for you to do that, and in those situations, i.e. family, partners, work, and so on, and situations that you can't help yourself being in, we have to learn to clear that energy as quickly as possible. That's why I'm sat under a tree, I'm sat in Mother Earth, I'm holding her, I'm touching her, and she's releasing that energy. This morning I didn't wear my Tektite. If I'd have had my Tektite on, probably wouldn't have affected me hardly at all. So it's interesting why I haven't got my Tektite on today. It's interesting why I was sat and the only people to fight are next to me. That's interesting. But maybe it's all relative to why I'm making the video now, and it's relative to why you are watching it now. I honour people no matter if they're in a bad place or they're not. I don't hate and I don't wish any bad thoughts, but I do understand that the energy which I am around is extremely important for my well-being, because energy, when it enters into you, it has the same effect as it has the people that I'm talking about. It's going to affect you in them same places, because that's what energy does. If you're around somebody who's happy, filled with life and love and joking, you're going to be affected by that energy, and that energy is going to make you feel better and stronger. That is a medicine. So be around people who are medicine, and stay away from people who are poison. Now you know why. I hope this makes sense. I'm probably going to get people saying, well, I thought you were stronger than that. I'm a healer. When I am in my healing studio, when I am in the academy, when I was doing the full-time healing sessions, everything in that room was created to heal away pain and suffering. I was never personally involved in any single one of my clients. I just did a job. To be able to clear energy, you can't become personal, because once you become personal, it becomes a different healing session. When you are free from any of the understanding of what's gone on and you simply work with the energy to clear it, that is an easy, very easy thing to do, and it doesn't affect you the same. When you are able to heighten the room's energy with, say, Palo, Santo or sage, when the room is at full energy, any negative residue that's released from people like that, it dispels and goes straight out of the window, and it's away. So there's a big difference when you're a healer, when you're doing the work. You've already prepared yourself, you've got your crystals, you've put oil, beautiful oils, the incense in the room, everything in the room is geared up so that you're not as affected at all. And it's a choice as well. So the choice is I want to help. I didn't have a choice there. They just sat next to me. I didn't have a choice. I had to put up with that. So you're already in a different energy straight away. So again, all of these things that I share with you is hopefully good insight for you to honor and respect yourself and be around people who are positive. And if there is people who are negative in your life, then it is your choice whether you want to go and help heal them and make them feel better. There's nothing wrong with that, because you are prepared, you're ready, your energy's ready, your spirit is ready, your spirit guides, family and spirit are there to help as well. So that was an interesting breakfast morning. Secondly, could I have sat there and sent healing energy to them? Yes, I could. Why didn't you do that, Mark? Well, I don't actually know. But maybe everything is exactly as it should be. You know, these two people aren't bad people, okay? They're not bad. They're just going through terrible choices, and they're releasing the pain and suffering and trauma which is trapped. So I don't look at them as bad. I just pray that they'll feel better. So when I switch off now, I'm going to be sending healing to them. I'm going to prepare myself here, sit and ask my family in spirit world to come over there and send healing. So maybe that's why I made this video. It's a lovely morning. Anything that you focus on can either ruin your day or it can make your day. So I choose to sever that experience instantly now and counteract it by sitting here and sending them healing to make them feel better. And the counteracting of energy of what you've just felt is energy that comes through spirit, which is going to heal that what you counteract, which means that that energy that runs through you to counteract that is going to heal them, but it's also going to heal you from what you've just felt. So I don't know if you get that, but it's something that is so profound. If you understand as a healer, you'll understand why it's probably more important to send healing to people who attack you than you can imagine. Just think about that for a moment. Just think about it. That's why I never ever hated anybody. And if anybody choose to have an issue with me because they had fears and worries and lots of problems in their life, and they chose to turn away from that and focus on somebody else to make themselves feel better, so they didn't need to look at themselves, what I would do is sit and send them healing, because the energy that they were sending to me, in the sense of if I was around them and they were telling me this, like, okay, that's not very nice, I need to counteract that, so I need to send them healing. So when you ask for healing to come through and you send absent healing, you receive the same energy, which means that you counteract anything that they sent to you. Maybe I need to say that 3 or 4 times, or maybe you've got it already. It's a really important thing that people don't talk about, and it's probably one of my top 10 most profound understandings of being a healer. Anyway, it's for you today. Love you all. I wish you all a great day, guys. Yeah, I mean, it's part of the Pure Energy Healing course, distant healing and how to do it. But yeah, I'll do a short video. I will, definitely. I think I've done quite a few, but I will do another one. It's actually not that hard, by the way, guys. It's really simple. But I will do another one today if I can, I promise. Okay, I'm wishing you all a lovely day. Feeling great now, to be honest. Feeling great. Okay, guys. I'll see you later. Have a great day. Thank you. Thanks everybody. Bye for now. I'll see you on YouTube. Bye guys.